Welcome back, Modern Day Evos, for more Generator Rex Unveiled. And recently, I noticed something throughout the entire Generator X series. We have somewhat of a constant crisis of moral dilemmas, some in pursuit of scientific discovery, some for vengeance or justice, others for simply fulfilling a purpose. Originally, the nanites were meant to cure all of mankind's issues, but as it's clear, it turned into something else. Greedy private investors funded the project hoping to take humanity's hope and likely monetize it for themselves, as billionaires usually do. On the fated day of completion, rather than let the nanites fall further into the corrupted hands of the consortium, Rex's brother Cesar Salazar sabotaged the nanite event and created the entire world of Generator Rex as we realistically know it. First, leave a like on the video and click the bell icon. The numbers are showing a lot of you guys who are subbed didn't get the notifications for when we drop videos, so do me a favor and leave a little clickety click. Generator X is a show where the boundaries of morality and the greater good clash very oftenly. From Van Clyce and the Pack's mission to make the world an Evo safe haven through whatever means, beings like Zagar Rest wanting to wipe out nanites and coincidentally all life on the planet, and one of the best examples in our first of today is Rex's brother, Cesar Salazar. Cesar represented a parallel to Rex, where his brother was often quick-tempered and crass in attitude. Cesar never actually showed a true loss of words for any event, and was more so an unknown variable. We never actually understood why Cesar did most of what he did outside of saying it was for Rex. This stems to the Omega-1 nanite, which was created during the nanite event by the project scientists as a successor to the failed Alpha. Whereas Alpha was designed as a machine-to-machine interface to control the nanites created during the project, the Omega-1 was designed to work as a human-to-machine interface, this bioorganic Omega essentially being Rex. Cesar never tells Rex this until the final episodes of the show, until after Rex's battle against the consortium. This already blurs consent lines, as Cesar and the other minds behind the plan virtually put their hope into Rex, a child, and had to perform vital surgery binding him to the master nanite, essentially making Rex the biggest scientific guinea pig in history, as the amount of realistic trauma that Rex experiences as a living weapon with constant bouts of amnesia would turn any child into a lot bigger of a nutcase. Alpha, on the other hand, is a very specific case of this line of moral ambiguity. This creature, originally made by Cesar, with purpose once unneeded, was tossed away. Alpha, having sentience, spent countless days searching for Cesar, searching for its own father to once again make it whole, when Cesar still admits that it was a mistake and more than anything, not worth fixing. Alpha simply sought an answer for what he was created to be, much like Zagar S, who had been made to contain and dispose of nanites originally programmed by Cesar. Cesar actually shows a touch of madness, which is only noticeable in the other scientists who had hands in the nanite event, often moving and overanalyzing in a way that make you think he was a villain, and as you've already heard, he's kind of responsible for a lot of the worst things that happened in the show. Moving further on moral ambiguity, there's the nail in the heart of watching Rex try to save one, the master of the Six, only for it to be inevitable that his time had come and his nanites were irreversible. The other members of the Six actually wanted to finish off their former master immediately, even clashing with Six and Rex to kill their former master. And it was kind of the honorable thing to do. I guess Rex and Six were just more sentimental in that effort, and Rex himself has even shared moments of humanity with Breach, and even though she had been a central antagonist to him, Breach was ultimately mentally ill, constantly seeking Van Clyce's approval in her own twisted pursuit of acceptance and purpose. And one of my favorite cases would have to be Hunter Kane. Hunter Kane is basically the Evo militia. After losing his wife to going Evo, Kane swore on a path of destroying them, creating anti-nanite rounds that essentially cause nanites to self-detonate. Kane has no issue doing this despite those very same Evos potentially once being people, their pets, or loved ones, despite whether they can be cured or not. And this even extends to him at once even having Evos created to kind of stage, I guess, the awareness for the threat of Evos, which in my opinion was completely delusional, and he realistically became a terrorist. And this is why this show, although for kids, often pushed the boundaries of good and evil, often showcasing the harsh reality of good intentions that pave the road to hell. And this is why Generator X will always have a special place on this channel and in my heart. Thanks for viewing, guys. Catch you on the next one.